I bet you haven't heard of this shifting method. But first, before we get into that, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Hannah and I help people to own their powers and step into the driver's seat of their own lives. And today we're gonna be doing that by talking about dragons and shifting and how dragons can actually help you shift realities. So whether you were aware of this or not, the dragons are rooting you on in your shifting journey. The dragons want you to shift. So my most popular content is my content on dragons and my content on shifting. And as it turns out, these things are not very separate. They're very much interlinked. The dragons can help you shift and the dragons want you to shift. Whether you identify as a shifter or a dragon soul or both, know that the dragons can not only just help you shift, but they can really help you anchor into your highest timeline, which means, for those of you unaware of that terminology, your highest timeline is your most desired reality. This is like your ultimate DR, if you will. Dragons, as it turns out, they are real, just like fictional characters, and dragons pop up in many fictional worlds and many mythologies in this world because they are master reality shifters. If you want to learn how to shift, talk to a dragon. They are masters. They are all shifters, okay? Dragons actually have the ability to instantly shift their vibrational frequency so that they can shift like into different dimensions, in different realities, in different worlds. And they often shapeshift, they can change their physical appearance, and they can travel between worlds and realities and dimensions easily and effortlessly. And they want to teach you how to do the same. All you need to do is just be open and receptive to hearing that information, and they will take care of the rest. And if you are unfamiliar with real life dragons and how cool they are, and you haven't seen my video, IRL Dragons, I'd encourage you to check that out here, where I go a little deeper into that concept. But first, why do these all-powerful dragons want to help us measly little humans shift realities? Like, why would they care, right? It's simple, my friends. Ascension. That's why. So humanity right now is ascending from the third dimension, which is a lower vibrational frequency, to the fifth dimension and above, which is higher vibrational frequency. And the dragons are super pumped about this because they get to be around us again, essentially. You'll see more about that in my IRL Dragons video if you haven't seen that or haven't seen it recently. But they get to be around us and reveal themselves to us again when we're in this higher frequency energy, this higher frequency consciousness. So of course that they are so excited for humanity to shift to the fifth dimension and above. And a part of that is actually helping us to shift realities, to shift to different timelines, to shift to different worlds. And doing this, as I say, allows us to weave together these worlds and these timelines and really anchor into this unity consciousness that is unattainable otherwise. So right now is actually a magical, powerful time. The time matrix is collapsing, if you did not know. Time is kind of losing its hold, and timelines and realities are converging. They're all kind of just melding together, and it's really like this hot mess, unless, like you watching this video, you know how to consciously work with that energy. Unless you are a shifter, you are a weaver of worlds. You can work with this consciously, and it doesn't have to be like this disturbing, chaotic sort of thing. It actually gets to be fun. And the dragons want to help you tap into that fun frequency. So right now, there's actually what you would call timeline wars happening, where the dark forces, if you will, are trying to kind of shift humanity to this timeline where things are not so great, where, you know, the end of the world does happen, and where humans are controlled and kept like slaves that aren't aware of their creative potential and their potential really to shift realities and work with dragons, if you will. But they don't really have much power. And the more people that become aware of this, become aware of their ability to create their own reality, to shift to any reality that they choose to, you immediately disempower these dark forces and these lower vibrational timelines, these unideal timelines and realities, okay? So I kind of summarized this in my reality shifting is your mission video up here, which you can check out if this is getting a bit esoteric and over your head. That should provide more background knowledge. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's get to the point of this video, which is how do you actually shift realities with the help of the dragons? Like, how does this actually work as a shifting method? And the answer, my friend, is actually quite simple. Intention. That is it. Intention. All you have to do is, before you go to shift for the day, before you sit down for that meditation, or before you lie down to go to bed and to shift, you set the intention to work with a dragon guide. You set the intention for the dragons to assist you in shifting, to amplify your potential for shifting realities. And they will do so. It's that simple. And you can take it a step further by actually giving the dragons or your specific dragon guide permission to assist you, because dragons respect our free will as humans in this reality at this time. And so they're not going to do anything unless they've been given permission by you to do so. So set the intention to shift with the dragons, and then 2, give them permission to actually help you shift. And it's done. It's that simple. And if you didn't know, shifting is really that simple too. Shifting is all about intention. Like the scripting stuff that people do, elaborate scripting and all that, and all these elaborate shifting methods, honestly, they're not necessary. All that is necessary to shift is your intention. As I always say, your intention is magic. Your intention is power. We create reality through our intention. It is like our magic wand. And therefore, you can shift realities, you can shift timelines through your intention and your intention alone. Of course, if scripting or a specific shifting method or something like that feels good to you and you feel like that helps you kind of clarify your intention, by all means do it. But know that it is definitely not a requirement here. So a single caveat is required here for this shifting method, for shifting with the dragons to work. And that is that your reason for shifting, your intention behind shifting, has to be pure. If it is not, the dragons are not going to help you. You can give them permission all you want. You can set that intention all you want. They're not going to help you. So an example is, if you want to shift into the Harry Potter world just so you can bone Draco Malfoy, not going to cut it. Sorry, my friends. I'm sorry if that breaks some hearts out there, but that is not going to be enough. That's not to say, on a more serious note, that if you're hoping to shift to a specific reality or timeline to be with someone romantically, that's not necessarily wrong. That doesn't mean it's selfish or it's a bad, impure intention. You just need to be very clear on the reason why you want to do that, why you want to be with that specific person in that specific reality. Get clear on the why, behind the why, the real reason. So for example, if you do want to just go be with someone romantically in another reality, say Draco Malfoy, you can kind of pull back the veil and be like, okay, what is the real reason why? If your real reason why is because you're not feeling enough and you want like the bad boy, you want this cool character to like love you so you can feel more whole within yourself, that's not a pure intention. That's kind of mired in this lack consciousness. So the dragons are not going to respect and honor that. However, if your reason for doing so is that you want to weave together worlds, like in the most literal sense, you want to bring unity, you want to bring harmony, you want to bring these worlds together, you want to, create bonds with people, with characters in other worlds and other realities, that is a pure intention, and that is totally something the dragons will get on board with. So if your intention is pure, the dragons can and will help you. Now, here are some magic words that I want you to say when you call upon your dragon guide or dragons to assist you in shifting. And know that these words have power as you say them aloud. I would encourage you to say them aloud with me, and then I would encourage you to type them in the comments, because speaking and writing or typing, these are ways we kind of materialize energy that's kind of intangible, okay? They're like seeds that you're planting into your reality. And the first way for that to kind of take root and to bear fruit is for you to say it or for you to type it. That starts to materialize it. And then eventually it'll get more and more momentum going, and it will manifest like into you shifting into your desired reality. And know that the more people who do this, like the more people who are using these exact magic words, the more people are going to be able to shift with these magic words. You give it power, you give it your energy, and group energy is just so unbreakably powerful. It's like more and more amplified the more people do this. So serious, like if you want to shift with the dragons, say it out loud, use these words, and type it in the comments. And the words are, I choose to give permission to my dragon guide to help me shift amplified. I choose to give permission to my dragon guide to help me shift amplified. Woo, I can feel the energy from those words. Wow, my friends. Wow. Those are the first times that's like the first time I'm saying them, and wow. Whoo, I'm buzzing. So yeah, thank you for assisting me in that exercise and like charging those words. I am so excited to hear about people's experience using that mantra to shift. Let me know about your experiences in the comments, please and thank you. And also let me know, have you tried shifting with the help of the dragons before? If you have not, I would highly, highly, highly encourage you to check out this meditation that I'm going to include in the comments and in the description, and also at the very end of the video for your convenience. So you just can't miss this meditation. This is a very, very powerful meditation. The dragons are inviting you to shift to their reality, to the dragon realm, to meet them and to connect with dragon energy. And you can do so within like 10 minutes using this meditation the dragons inspired me to create about a year ago. So I would encourage you to check out that meditation and connect with this dragon energy, and that's going to make it easier for you to call upon them when you're ready to shift with their help. This may also help you meet your own personal dragon guide or guides if that's something you have yet to do. Now, if you do this meditation and you are still struggling to meet your personal dragon guide, or maybe you have met your personal dragon guide or guides and you just want to take your connection with the dragons deeper, know that I do have a course specifically designed to create this bond between you and your dragon guides and to teach you how to work with them consciously. It's called How to Train Your Dragon Guide. Don't be fooled by the title. It's more about them training you than it is you training them. So I'd encourage you to check that out. That'll also be linked in the description below. And then finally, another option for those of you struggling to connect with the dragon guide on your own, you might want to hit me up for a personal Meet Your Dragon Guide reading. So I can then go in, I can connect in directly with your dragon guide, and I can channel a message from them for you and also draw their sketch. And you can then use that as an anchor to call upon your dragon guide easily and effortlessly whenever you want to connect in with them. So if you want to learn more about that, just check it out on my website, ownyourpowers.com. Finally, me and the dragons and your parallel selves and your fictional character guides would all love you forever if you could like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated when I post on my super erratic schedule. Because guess what? This stuff gets this information out there to more and more people who are receptive to hearing it, which then also makes it easier to shift and easier to connect with the dragons. So we would love and appreciate you forever if you could do that for us. Of course, we are always loving you and supporting you and sending you positive energy anyways, my friends. Much love to you on your journey, and stay powerful.